Sure.
Yeah, if you're watching. Shout out Primal. He does such excellent work.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
It really is.
One of those things that there is one of a kind. I mean, there are people making excellent stuff all over the place, but you know, he's a very standout individual as far
Very
as
prolific.
Yeah, and especially on top of that, free content creation. You know, a lot of this, he does have the Patreon, but a lot of stuff it's like, hey, I made this, have fun.
Yeah, it's like I made this, have fun, check out my stuff if you like it. But right now, both of these teams are trying to show us some of their stuff.
Oh, Cray waits for Randall. That was such a good, you know, aware of the timer, willing to go that low, and kind of got at a spot where Aklo wasn't expecting that low of a recovery. Go for the fair. Interesting for GamerCon to go to the fair. It was a little risky, but at the same time, it is a GamerCon option.
Great little tech find on the tech there into the reversal situation. Definitely not expected, and sneaks away with that one. Does lose the stock after the fact for the trouble, but you kept the game nice and even, so you can't really complain too much.
And GamerCon had, oh my god, that was almost. We had a Nana get-up attack, almost leading to a GamerCon edge guard on the Sheik. But we are the thing I really want to see out of this set, or at least I think will be a important factor in the set. GamerCon and Cray have been beating each other up really hard, and I think it's making things harder for them. So if they can find a way to kind of limit those hits and not make it happen as much, that could give them the leeway to stay in the lead. But at this point, Foxy, maybe inspired by Mewtwo King, having 4 stocks on Yoshi's, just finding a way to not die as I speak. Really just, it is a vital thing, especially on the, I think Yoshi's is one of the best stages for Sheik to do, you know, this kind of gameplay where she can just be the stock tank and she can cut off like almost a third of the stage from ledge, which is just so powerful. And it's going to be important because Aklo already having to take a stock less than 2 minutes in.
Yeah, right, like, this game, especially on Yoshi's, right, it's always going to go by fast in doubles, but especially in this matchup, right, and especially with these players, it's just gotten so scrappy so fast that all of a sudden, Foxy and Aklo, I mean, we were talking about it, but now it's a true last knock situation, and they've got to be careful.
Yeah, I mean, whoever gets the 2v1 is going to be so advantaged. Oh, and there's the double F smash. Foxy gets caught too much. What? GamerCon hating Cray, but still making it work, and we got the ledge, and we just get the F smash and get out of there.
Yeah, and I think that swing just comes from, like, Aklo finding the most, right, like, you gotta throw out a hitbox once he gets that second tech.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that defense is so on point, and at that point you're like, okay, I really, like, it's a 2v1, what's the worst that can happen if I hit my teammate here, right?
Yeah, surely I don't kill you and he recovers, never. But they get it done. That's big for GamerCon and Cray. See where we go next. I imagine probably Battlefield, maybe Dreamland. Stay away from those flat stages with ICs.
Yeah, I don't know that you really want to go there, and you're going to be absolutely right with the Dreamland. Again, maybe looking for just to slow the pace of this game down a little bit. That last one's so scrappy. Aklo stocks quite literally vaporized.
Yeah, and I love how they're starting these games with like this feeling each other out. They kind of just stare at each other. Justin shoots a few ice blocks. Aklo shines them. They're feigning like they don't want to commit or like be the one to make the first move, and then half a second later they're running right in. But again, first stock to GamerCon Cray. See how it pans out. See if GamerCon can hold on to the stock or if Aklo can hold on to the stock. We are down to the Sopo, so utility's a little lower, but you know, a stock is the stock. And just like that, the lead is theirs.
And unfortunately, just not able to get those fingers on the ledge. Ice Climber slipping a little bit in the cold, man. And that's gonna make the slightest lead there ever was just vanish into thin air.
It's like he stopped spinning. Like, just grab the ledge. You don't need to fall that low. Just, you know, you got there. Don't worry about a popo. You can grab the ledge. You don't have to wait for us.
And honestly, I think that's one of the things that just like we're talking a lot about how both these players just, you can tell in their play styles how much fun they have. I think that really helps them in a format like doubles where it can be so chaotic, right? They're not gonna get quite as shaken by the mental, even when they are, you know, kind of finding some of these stray teammates and stuff. Which this game you might with Cray stock's now the one that are getting vaporized.
Yeah, he's disappearing a little bit. But, you know, they're keeping it all right. I do think that, oh, that's scary. Oh, we could get back. It's doable still, but it's definitely entering that scary range. You go down 2 stocks and you get a little nervous in doubles. It's not insurmountable, but the deck starts being stacked against your favor.
Yeah, it's like you can still find something quick here, especially maybe on Aklo, just like this. You find them both if you're lucky, but Aklo gonna come back just a little too quick. Yeah,
GamerCon got a little bit too scared of Aklo coming in, trying to disrupt something. Because, I mean, you get shined by the ledge, and you're probably dead, or Nana's dead, if not Popo. Oh, nice pickup from Foxy. That's gonna steal that stock away.
And I love just standing there saying, okay, there's no way a laser can come in because I'm between you
and I don't want to speak too soon, but it's going to be an uphill battle. Oh, maybe. If we get last stock here, and Nana lives. Wow, Foxy doesn't pick it up.
And even in the 2v1, I mean, you've got both climbers, right? This is certainly possible. As you said, a little bit of a mountain to climb, but these are the ice climbers.
Yeah.
But with Sopo without your teammate, now it gets a little harder, right? You can't quite blind.
You don't have your climbing, but no one's going to spot you.
Right.
You know?
Gotta find a way back down. And
oh, it's so hard.
Yeah, climbers. You can speak to this.
I've never felt more helpless and alone in my life than in a 2v1 at Sopo.
The 2v1 is Sopo at ledge. It's just
if they're not at 100. If they're not at 100, like a random like, oh, you're panicked and didn't anticipate this down smash. I don't know what you do. Oh no, when it's true, when it's lying. Let's gaslight the chat. Chat, I love you. Is it real? Is it fake? You'll never know. But here we go on FT on the counter pick for GeneX and Prey. Makes a lot of sense. Interesting. I mean, I guess Foxy was kind of looking like he was going to be dead anyways, so it was kind of worthwhile to just go for the trade.
Okay, you get on back, right? Not set up for the 2v1.
I am a little surprised Foxy's sticking sheep, especially with the ices. But if they feel confident, they feel confident. I'm saying that mainly because versus Lewis and Avalon, Foxy made it clear, at least for that set, that FD is for Fox. But maybe just doesn't feel confident enough against Ices with Fox, where it's like, I'm going to get blown up. Like, I'm going to get, my tech skill isn't like that.
It's definitely, I think, a discipline thing too, right? Where Ices, as good or bad as a matchup is one of those things where if you're playing discipline, you can kind of find your openings and make it work.
Oh, yeah.
And if Fox is a character that definitely tempts you, right? With that, don't be disciplined, just go in.
Yeah. I mean, simply put, Fox blows out sometimes.
Yes.
As a Fox main, it is written in stone that you will accidentally DI wrong and die at 60 to some down smash.
Fox is the fundies devil on your shoulder, saying you don't need fundies, you can just go in and sauce them.
Yeah. But we got a lead from GeneX and Prey still. We got a full stock, have to clean that, and we get it. GeneX really scooting around the stage, kind of, as Sopo. As we talked about Saucy doing that just stage control, that burst movement to call out bad spots.
And GeneX, they're trying to find the Squall Hammer drag down for the teammate setup. Didn't get landed, but what a crazy setup.
Yeah. Doing great stuff. And I also feel, we had talked about it a little bit earlier, that GeneX was hitting Prey a bit much, and I think that is chewed down immensely, and obviously it's paying dividends.
Yeah.
GeneX kind of scaring Aklo there a little bit to be careful with his DI. Oh, and great dies.
I was gonna say, we were talking about them having a lead before, but DarkGenex, who's been their stock tank, just got completely focused down, lost 3 stocks in 30 seconds there, and now they're fighting back from a lead that isn't as comfortable as it seems.
But they are in the situation where if you get a kill on one of them, you give yourself such a good opportunity to get the kill on the other one and open yourself up for that 2v1. We get the save on Nana, see if Foxy can edgeguard his CPU, and he can. Beautiful.
The most classic of skill checks, and unfortunately, Popo getting grabbed at just the same time, so Prey now having to complete the 2v1. Finds the illusion though, and that is going to make that stock disappear. Unfortunately though, it's on the wrong person, and so you get a fresh one instead of potentially sealing the game away.
That shield stop up smash just gets it.
That was the definition of tragedy right there. Right? We're talking about the Ides and Marks. That was Shakespearean tragedy.
Yeah, I mean, they were in the situation where it's like, you know, this is our game to lose, and not their game to lose, but like, we have the opportunity set up where if we get another thing or two right, then it should be 2-1. We should be up 2-1 as the underdogs.
And it's also one of those 2v1s where it's like, if I kill the right person, then I'm very, like, I feel a lot more comfortable here.
Yeah, for sure.
Whereas
like,
the stock trade just makes the percent so much more awkward.
Yeah, sometimes you do just have to take into consideration that, I mean, not only Fox as a character is better, but just, I mean, raw skill-wise results, Aklo is the person you'd rather have doing a 1v1 or a 1v2. So that's thankful for them. Not so thankful for GenX and Cray.
Yep, and so now it's going to be 2-1 Aklo, Foxy Grandpa against DarkGenex and 404 Cray. Game 4 here on Final Destination, and
Cray lands but can't make. Oh, and Foxy's messing things up a little bit. Lets him live.
It looked like he tried to get up there to help Aklo because the Ices came over, and just the whole scramble situation gave Cray just enough time.
And I love this play from Cray in the corner. Foxy's been coming back, and Cray's kind of threatening the space that, like, I can go to ledge if your teammate doesn't help. But then Aklo comes in, and he's been going for like a full hop dare to stuff Aklo out and say, I know you're trying to get in here and stop something, but like, I'm just going to stuff you out, and my teammate's coming in behind if you try and overcommit or anything, or, you know, do something that's going to leave you in lag for a bit.
Right now, just the scramble, and I love that from Foxy. Just discipline with the F tilt. Just throw out the biggest, most active hitbox. Just control the space and don't let DarkGenex get back in. And it gives time for Aklo to get over there, and again, just keep him in the corner. They're trying to set up these 2v1s on 404 Cray every chance they get.
And GenX is trying to find his footing a little, and Nana gets back. It's looking a little rough. Oh no, Nana. No!
Listen, that's what you get for wobbling. That's karma.
It just hurts to see her die so helplessly, you know, because she went nowhere. If you know, you just wish she was like a little less helpless sometimes. And GenX looking like he might get edge guarded. Yeah, Aklo doing this chain grab, doesn't quite get the kill, but 5 stocks to 90% on Falco. It's uphill to say the least.
Yeah, this is a team, right, that we've seen to really thrive when GenX is able to control the ground and 404 Cray is able to control the platforms. And this is their counter pick, but it just hasn't worked out, right? They've just have not been able to land comfortably. They have not been able to get away or reset comfortably. And Aklo and Foxy Grandpa just run away with the only game they did all set, but it's the game that matters most.
Yep.